Welcome to AMA50, the podcast where you ask us anything and we give you three AMA-zing answers in 50 seconds. In this fast advice improv show, our hosts are challenged to answer questions in 30 seconds, 15 seconds, and 5 seconds, respectively, one after the other, all under a minute. Thank you for listening to our random and fun life advice podcast. But our word to the wise is we are not life experts. So follow our advice at your own risk. My name is Kirsten, and I'm joined today by my co hosts, Shay,
Hi.
Will.
Hey, baby, Happy New Year.
Oh my God, thank you. Happy New Year. And today, for specials, Sam Solar. Hello.
Hello, lovely people.
We are so excited to welcome back Sam. Real quick, who are you and what makes you qualified to give life advice?
That is a really philosophical question you're asking. Yeah, I'm Sam. I'm just, your average gal. I've known these folks for a while, especially through my good friend Amy. Shout out to Amy. And what makes me qualified to give life advice? I like to say that I'm pretty good at seeing both sides of different perspectives, even if I'm an emotional and sensitive person, which also I think can be used as a strength if you don't let it overtake your thought process. So when you take a beat and you see things from both sides of the coin, I think you're a better learner in that way, and then you are prepared for what life throws at you.
Thank you so much. That is excellent. But can you boil all of that down to 30, 15, or 5 seconds?
We're gonna try.
I, I look forward to it. I really, really do. So, what is the AMA 50? I hear myself asking myself. The AMA 50 is an improv game geared towards answering questions in the funniest and most concise way possible. I developed this game with the help of the AMA-zing AP improvisers. As I said, we are here to answer questions from all over in under a minute. Happy New Year's to all the listeners. We are getting festive once more, and we have some special greetings for our episode today. Sam, tell us more about that.
Yes, happy new year, everyone. Tonight, we're reflecting on our past year and playing AMA 50 together one last time in 2025. Because of all the holiday madness, we're a bit behind on opening gifts, letters, and holiday greeting cards that we've received. So tonight, we'll finally be opening up and sharing with you some season's greetings from our previous guest hosts throughout the first two seasons of the podcast. Perhaps their messages will include questions that we can then answer AMA 50 style.
Hold on, wait. Do you hear that? I think I think there are carolers at my door. Let's take a break and we'll be back.
Not on New Year's Eve. Go away.
And we're back. Yeah, it was just two guys in suits with name tags and a funny book. Anyway, let's start our first round. This message comes from Cleo, my baby. Yes.
Hello. My favorite episode of AMA50 is actually Clear's Questions 1 because as it makes me think of all the questions my little cousin Anaya would ask. It makes me think of questions she would want to be answered. I actually would like to hear a lot more questions from a lot more people, more than 8 next time, please. I like hearing you guys answer questions. It seems like a lot of fun, and I would like to be in some more videos. I actually would like my best friend Addie to come play this game. I think she would like this. Also, she would give a lot of positive spirit. A lot. A lot. A lot. Because she can be a little off the edge sometimes, but she also brings good vibes. I actually have one question though. Just one. What would your favorite season be and why?
Um, for context purposes, sorry, I wasn't sure if Cleo meant like your favorite podcast season
I was gonna ask the same thing.
or just your
Yeah,
favorite
or
season.
like time of year season
Right.
So,
or season of a TV show.
Wow, I don't know. I didn't ask for that clarification because I didn't even consider that it could be that. But yeah, answer it as you will.
I have 30 seconds. I'm gonna
Shay, you
answer.
have 30 seconds. Sam, you have 15. Will, you have 5.
All right. Well, my favorite season of AMA50, I think, has got to be this second season because I feel like we've gotten, into the swing of things and have gotten to kind of dive deeper into, like, I think more interesting and sometimes obscure questions. And my favorite season in general of the year is fall because my birthday and also Halloween. So that's me.
Okay, I'm a little biased. The last time I was on this podcast, it was Thanksgiving time, so I think Thanksgiving, fall season, and favorite episode of the podcast, so all encompassing, that is my favorite time frame. Yes.
I don't think you can beat the original season 1. Let's pick up our next letter. We have a written in question from Quest. Quest was our guest host this year on the episode Am I Overreacting? Which is a great episode. Quest is asking us, if you had any superpower, what would it be? And what would be its fatal flaw? Kirsten, you're up first.
Oh no, I hate this. Okay, if I did have a superpower, I know what it would be. It would be teleportation. However, giving it a fatal flaw, I want to be like I want to be realistic. So I feel like if in real life my power was teleportation, the fatal flaw would be that I always leave something behind, like always, and I don't control what it is. Just
Based on a true story.
yep,
Mm.
yep. It pulls from real life, good fiction.
But Shay, what would your superpower be?
All right. I think my superpower would be shape shifting, but it would be according the fatal flaw would be it would be like Animorphs rules. If you're not familiar with that book series, you're wrong and should read it.
Your time is up. You can't tell us. You can't go into it. That's the end
I
of your.
guess you'll just have to read the books, guys.
As briefly as possible, Sam.
Invisibility, because you can find out shit from people, but then you might hear shit that you don't want to hear.
Mm,
Fatal flaw.
Yeah, that's the flaw.
that's why I don't want to be a mind reader.
Yeah, I thought that that would be my superpower, but then I'm like, I overanalyze everything, and maybe I don't want to know like the truth about what everyone thinks, because we have too many thoughts. Too many thoughts.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Is that just me? Does anyone
Oh
else
my
have
God.
thoughts at once?
No, I have like 26 tabs open at any given point, and
Yep.
a lot of them are playing sounds.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep the fun going. Oh, we have a little special something from Eric.
Hey, good morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. I just want to wish you all a happy holidays. I'm Eric. You may have heard me on the Cooking Advice podcast. That was an amazing good time. I would say it's one of my favorites, probably the best, because it was just fun to talk about cooking, which I love. This year, I am celebrating a little over a year not drinking, which has been amazing, a great time, but tough. But it's exciting. I'm going to tell you what I would have loved to see in an upcoming episode. I would say advice on performing because so many people love to perform, but the butterflies, the jitters, they always seem to get the best of people. So if you could give any advice on that, that would be awesome. And someone I would like to see on an upcoming episode, pretty much anyone who can explain what 6-7 is. If they can explain that, I'm sure they can explain anything. And my question for the AMA 50 group: what adventure do you have planned or thinking about planning for 2026? 2025 has been a crazy year, so 2026, let's make it special. But thank you for listening. I wish you all a happy, happy holidays, whichever holidays you accept. This has been Eric. Thanks for joining. See ya.
Will has 30 seconds, Kirsten has 15, Shay has 5. Will, take it away.
My biggest adventure that I have in my forecast for this coming year is another big trip. It's been 10 years since I've been to Europe, and now I will be revisiting that part of the world, in particular because a good friend of mine from childhood lives there now. So I'll be going to go visit her.
That is so epic. Oh my goodness. Whole ass Euro
So
trip.
exciting.
Wow.
So
Okay. I need to find out more about where exactly you're going in Europe. That sounds so epic. Bonjour. Kirsten, 15 seconds.
my answer totally sucks now. But as of recording, I haven't written it out, but I have like a little bingo sheet for the year full of like my goals for the year. I
Oh,
imagine it will be more stretching and taking classes and gigs and acting and stuff and singing more. Yeah,
I love that. Keeping the arts alive.
keeping the
Okay, Shay, 5 seconds.
Uh, 5 seconds. Survive fascism.
Amen.
That's what I can say in 5 seconds.
It's profound, yes.
Yeah, you know. And anyway, so on a lighter note, I have a beautiful letter from Paula here, and ooh, it's scented. Smells like
Hmm.
beautiful, delicious baked goods.
Oh,
And Paula says,
Happy end of 2025 from your most favoritist drag queen, Paula Dean White. And as far as questions go, mine is this: what is something that you are exceptionally happy with that came out of 2025? Anything? Anything? And why are you happy with it? Okay, bye. Have a happy 2026. Smooches.
Sam, you have 30 seconds.
it's hard to boil down, but I'll start with the most recent one. I was in my first TYA show, so like theater for young audiences, for those who don't know. I was in a production of Curious George, and it was such a fun, fast-paced, like light, beautiful musical. The cast was amazing, and the artistic team was great, and it was fun, like giving kids their first theater experience and seeing their reactions. It was yeah, it just made me happy.
Little kids are the best audiences. Anyway, Will, you've got 15 seconds.
This was the year that I had a lot of tracks laid down. Um, so it's like, wow, like this is the direction that I'm going in my health or in my career, and now I just have to keep going.
Love that. Planning for the future. Kirsten, you got five.
In five, weightlifting, I think. It's been a good addition to my life.
Get swole.
Yeah. Now
Um,
you know that now you have an answer. Do you even lift?
I
Yeah.
just realized, guys, I did not lift today. So if we could just like take a quick break and be right back. I just want to like just hit my shoulders real quick. We'll be right back.
Not on New Year's Eve.
Keeping that resolution before it even has a chance to happen. Oh,
Wow.
God, way to make the rest of us look bad.
Yep.
And we are back. My shoulders feel so warm now. Yeah, yeah.
All right. I've got some international mail here. Opening it up all the way from Europe.
Hello, my name is Sarah Ballin, and one thing that I'm celebrating this year is the progress that I've made in recognizing when I'm acting out of fear and when I'm acting out of love, and focusing on acting in a way that reflects the latter as often as I am able. I don't remember the name of my episode thanks to overstimulation, but I participated in the episode where I shared questions that Europeans had asked me as an American living in Czech Republic. My favorite episode was the one that I was in because it was such a fun time improving with you guys. I absolutely loved your humor and creativity. I would love to see you do an episode featuring questions about different historical periods, specifically the 1920s in the United States, ancient Greece, medieval Europe, the Qing Dynasty, etc. I just think the historical aspect would be really fun. I would love to hear someone from the silent generation answer some of the questions with you on a future episode. It could be really interesting to see how their advice differs, and I also think that the silent generation just has a very unique sense of humor. And a question that I would like to ask you is, what is something meaningful that you have each learned through doing this podcast for so long? Have you learned anything about yourself? Okay, thank you.
Will, you've got 30 seconds.
Well, I've said this from the beginning. Like, I've watched these people do improv forever, and I've always wanted to do it. And I've always been scared to do it because my insecurities say, "Oh, you're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. Like, you're not funny enough." But it's like that doesn't matter. You just like keep doing it more and more and more. And as long as you keep doing it, then you will be smart enough. You'll be funny enough. All that. That's
I,
what I've learned about myself, I guess.
Amen. Improv is like lifting. It's a muscle and you can get stronger. Anyway, Kirsten, you've
Yo.
got 15 seconds.
Oh my God. Thank you for the 15 seconds. I think I've learned to hear other people's like side and really take it in. And respect other people's opinions through this. Yeah. That.
Love that. All right, Sam, you've got 5 seconds.
I've only been on 2 episodes, but they've all been a blast, and I'm learning more about these wonderful people.
Aww.
Yes, it has been a lot of fun being a co-host today, and it's been such a fun, like, little holiday party gathering. I'm just like, had so many, like, mistletoe martinis. I don't even know what's in it, but I'm feeling, I'm feeling bubbly vibes, and yeah, some people, like Kirsten, will lift, and I'll just drink. But we all have different personalities. So, anyway, so much fun. Happy holidays, everyone. And yeah, I feel like the new year always brings up like so many feelings and both like exciting things to look forward to and also things that you reflect upon. So, I think all of that to say, if we have time, I just came up with a question just now, like after hearing all of your responses from the previous one. I feel inspired to ask. Is it okay if I A little improv action right here.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, and
Yes, and okay. So here is my question, and I know you guys may have touched on it in different ways, but what is one thing that you've been putting off that you really want to crack at in 2026? And if you have time to answer this, what's like one baby step that you're going to take to reach that goal? Yeah, I know it's a deep one. It's like not super funny, but maybe you guys will come up with something with pizzazz. And so whenever you guys are ready, looks like Shay will have 30 seconds to answer. Will has 15. Kirsten has 5. So yeah, Shay, whenever you are ready.
oh man, big thing to tackle 2026 is I need to work harder towards achieving financial stability. And I also need to buy a car, hopefully before 2026. So won't help the financial stability, but need a car.
I hear that.
Anyway, you know, get in my credit score is actually good. I just need to make more money. So
And a lot of people have the opposite problem. So I think you're already in a very favorable position. And it's really not anyone's fault. And it's not your fault that, artists don't get paid what they're worth. There's that. But I have
nope.
faith in you, Shay, and that's amazing. And I believe in you. Will, what you got?
It's, I guess, something creative that has been on my to-do list forever is like clothing and costume construction. So basically, I don't know how to sew. So like if I can like sew the seam in my pants back together, that'd be great.
Amazing.
I will gladly help you learn how to sew. I'm so good at it. Um, my answer for this question, healing my trauma, and I will be taking more care of myself.
Beautiful.
I
Beautiful.
love that.
Cool. Let's move quickly on from that moment that I just had. Because I have this really pretty letter from Katie. Oh my God, guys, look and say ooh and ah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, ah.
Ah,
It's so pretty. Her handwriting is crazy. I don't even know if I can read this. Okay. Hmm. Hi everyone, it's Katie. Happy holidays to AMA50 and to all of its listeners. My favorite podcast moment of the year was joining this show for the spooky, scary episode. I loved being able to experience AMA50 IRL and swapping ghost stories with the hosts. I continue to enjoy all of your life advice, whether actually useful or delightfully unhinged. I'm a frequent question submitter, so here's one more for you. If the multi talented hosts of AMA50 could start another podcast, what would it be and why? Cheers. Sam, you have 30 seconds, which is interesting. Shay, 15, and Will, 5.
Ooh, okay. I think if I were to start another podcast, it would be maybe something similar to this with questions and answers involved, but I would try to get one person from like different generations, like a boomer, Gen X, Gen Z, millennial, even Gen Alpha. Maybe we can discuss like what TikTok trends are around and like, do we think they're stupid? Is there some truth or things to learn about certain things? I think I would just love to hear about how each person would answer that.
I'd listen. All right. 15 seconds. I would do a haunters podcast. So not like I feel like there's a million paranormal podcasts, but I think it would be fun to have one about like haunted house attractions or just have guest people because there's the best anecdotes.
Ooh.
Like an improv, but for haunters. Okay,
Yes.
Ooh.
haunted. Let's move on. Will, 5 seconds.
It would definitely be like radio plays.
Oh.
Hmm.
I will say I
I'd audition.
misunderstood the question, and I thought it was like if you could cast the four hosts in another type of podcast, what would it be? I think that's another question that's also worth exploring. But Will, I'll let you move us forward.
Well, kind of a shame that we're at the end of our mail pile, but we do have one last greeting card to open up. And it's from our host, Amy,
Woo!
who is
Oh,
writing to us from Booked in Blessed Land. So let's hear what Amy has to say.
Hey everyone, it's Amy. Happy holidays. It's been a wonderful year with you all and AMA50. So sorry I couldn't be here for that holiday episode, but I know you're in great hands with Phyllis and Shay and Kirsten and Will. But I do have one last AMA50 question for you all. So I have been making latkes with my family for years, and some people put applesauce, some people put sour cream, but really it's just a fried potato. So I'm wondering from you all for the holiday season, with your fried potato of choice, latke or not, what is your favorite topping?
Oh, I love latkes myself.
Ah.
So Kirsten, please tell me in 30 seconds, what are some of your favorite toppings?
My God, I am horrified. How dare you put me on 30 seconds for this question? Wow, I don't eat a lot of latkes specifically. Um, but I don't want to sound super stupid. I want to go simple. I want to go sour cream. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
oh
And
yeah.
cheese. I think that's probably the best way to go for me personally. Maybe a dash of hot sauce. I don't know. I feel like that's right. That's me.
You've described a pierogi.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna take it somewhere it's not supposed to go. I don't
I know.
know.
No, you're so correct though. It's
Great,
There
amazing.
are
thank God.
no
But
wrong answers.
Sam, I want to hear about some of your favorite toppings.
Okay. I do like applesauce, sweet and savory, but also I would treat a latke like a bagel. Do cream cheese, lox, add some capers and some shit. Dude, legendary. I think that's the move.
I'm gonna do that. That sounds incredible.
Gosh, get so
That's
fancy.
yeah, that's actually a tradition in my family. We do a lox bar. Um, but
Heck
I'm gonna swap out the bagels for some latkes.
There's a different starch. I think it would
Yeah.
add some
So
intrigue.
good.
But Shay, only in 5 seconds. What's your favorite topping?
Fried egg. Now it's breakfast.
yeah.
Ooh, bam!
Yeah. Maybe a little
Yummy.
bit of bacon, a little bit of chop up the bacon, put it on top. Okay.
Yeah, little scallions.
Oh,
Hmm.
yes.
I okay. I'm gonna try these out real quick. I have as it would turn out, a couple of latkes in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna prepare all of these, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let you guys know which one's my favorite. Will, I need more information about this latke bar situation, whatever you were talking about. It sounds intriguing. All right, we will be right back. Latkes.
I need a latke now.
Yeah,
Your girl's
I
getting
want.
peckish.
And we are back. I will have you know all of the latkes were equally good. Does anybody have any final thoughts on the rounds or the questions or the answers or anything? Want to share about anything?
Man, it was a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly it was. I do look forward to next year as well. I think that will be a year itself.
All years. It sure has. I feel like every month of this year has been a year. So
Yeah.
I feel like this year has been going on forever.
Hmm.
Like, how does a year go by so quickly, but yet the individual months, like you're saying, Shay, like they feel so long and so many things are happening, but I just feel like it feels like just yesterday I was like on like a guest on this podcast and it was like a whole ass year ago. So like what is time? Also now
It's
I'm
relative.
hungry. Now I want a potato. Just
I
a
Right?
ate
want a
a bunch of
potato.
potatoes, so I'm good on potatoes.
we can keep like having latkes and like do you keep kind of eating the holiday food until you get sick of it or like maybe because it can get different toppings, like you can make things in different ways
I'm a
like
big goulash type of gal. I like to just
Mm.
take everything that is in the refrigerator and mix it all together in one bowl and eat it. Like a big wet food situation.
Mm,
It
I've
is
been there.
I
disgusting.
love that. I microdose latkes year round when I go to Dunkin' Donuts and have their hash browns,
Yeah,
It's
basically.
close enough.
basically.
Trader Joe's also has, I don't know if it's year round, but they definitely have like their own like frozen potato latke situation in the freezer section. I think I still have a box from last year I haven't tapped yet. So I don't know. Maybe I
Mm.
have some after we wrap the episode.
Ooh.
that's exactly the trick. So my mom goes for there's a certain kind of cheese that you can only get at the holiday season. In particular, going ahead to St. Patrick's Day, I really like Irish soda bread. So I have
Mm.
a couple of those in
Ooh.
my freezer that I will pull out
Oh,
and enjoy whenever. So a
I
freezer.
also, I think, Will, I think we both learned this year how easy it is to make Irish potatoes from scratch.
Yeah,
So that's been great. You can easily make like 4 boxes worth for the same amount of money you could buy one box.
that. Yep.
That's a high point of 2025.
That's pretty dope.
So, of course, for any guest hosts that comes on the show, Sam, I want to thank you so much for once again gracing us with your presence, giving your own words of wisdom, playing this game with us. And I would like to know if you learned anything different playing this time than the times you had played previously.
Oh man. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint the specifics, but I feel like as each year passes and more things happen, like in our own personal lives and also like the world at large, as we know, cray cray, cite, you just like start thinking maybe a little differently. But I think something that I do love that, in this episode too, is that even when, there's a lot happening in the world, like the holidays and like the new year, we still find like the pockets of joy and, finding those like fun foods and fun traditions and fun sparkly outfits and things that give us that little dopamine hit because, I mean, we need more of those. We need to feel good. We gotta take care of ourselves. And that's all I gotta say.
Amen. Amen. Love that.
Yep.
I mean, I know that people can like look into last year's episode, but like,
It's
why
too
would
much effort.
all
Yeah,
right,
who want to know?
go binge later and then but for now, where can we find, follow, and support you, Sam?
You can follow me on Instagram, Samantha J Solar. That is my handle. I am also on TikTok. I know it's embarrassing. I forget if it's the exact same handle or if it's just Samantha Solar. So search for it, and if you see someone that looks like me, it's probably me. I don't have any like fake accounts because I'm not famous. Um but also in my social media, I also share some things from my alter ego, Phyllis from Philly, who's also been a guest host on here before. So you could also find her through my personal social medias, be it Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok as well.
Where can we find Phyllis on this New Year's Eve?
Phyllis on this New Year's Eve, I think she's going to get an invite to her sister-in-law Sheila's house for a party because they have like a fancy schmancy suburbs house and Phyllis still lives in the city. But I think she's gonna say, no, I just want a slow girl night and I'm gonna have some champagne and some deviled eggs and other maybe a charcuterie board, hang with Lenny, her husband, and just wear a little like, have her little grogger or a little noisemaker and just watch the musical performances on her old ass TV. I think that's the vibe.
The best is New Year's Day turning on the Mummers Parade.
Oh, she'll actually get her ass up and be at the parade, and she'll probably have a flask of brown liquor with her, while she's trying to stay warm outside, like by Broad Street or wherever she's watching that particular
Good
day.
for her.
Yep.
I love that. Honestly, talking about all this, I want more potatoes. And
Yep.
also now I think I'm gonna make some deviled eggs. Not a bunch, maybe like four, so like 2 eggs. That being said, thank you all so much. And thank you so much for listening to our AMA50 podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you would like to submit your own questions to be answered in the future, our DMs are open at AMA50 podcast on Instagram, or send us an email at AMA50podcast@gmail.com. And we look forward to your submission. Goodbye.
Bye,
Happy
Happy
everyone.
New Year.
Happy
Woo!
New Year.
Get your bingo sheets done.
Yes.
We're waving.
Always.
Thanks for playing.